Ringworld, which has been such. This book won the Locus Award, the Hugo Award, and the Nebula Award. And I wouldn't say it is shit, but I don't understand why it got that many awards. I think वहाँ पे भी कुछ स्टार परिवार अवार्ड्स टाइप का चल रहा होगा. This book was there is I think there is a good reason that the back cover of the book doesn't tell you anything about the story. It tells you about the primary conceit of the book, which is that there is this ring, a metal ring going around a sun, and because of the centrifugal force, everything there is some kind of gravity generated on the inside surface of it, and that's a world. Like the ring is 1,000 miles wide and 1,000 miles tall, walls on both sides. So the air, the environment, everything remains inside it, and that's it. That's the coolest thing about this book. It has, yeah, kind of like a Dyson sphere, Meghnad, but it's like a ring. It's called the ring world. This is what the world looks like from the inside. It's basically a ring. You go around it, and the total surface area inside it is 3 million times the surface area of the Earth. So this is essentially a place where people from multiple planets were moved to survive some catastrophe. They live there, and our characters go there. There are two women characters in this book. One shows up in the third to last chapter for the first time, and her only purpose is sex. The other woman character has been with us since chapter 1, and her only purpose is sex. I am hesitant to pick up another book by Larry Niven now. I have read his short stories, and I was reasonably okay with it. But I don't understand how a book can be. I mean, when was this published? This was published in. I mean, it shouldn't matter when it was published. I'm just morbidly curious. 1970. Copyright Larry Niven. The female characters exist only for, like, one of them, all she does is giggle and clap and fuck. And the other one is cruel and she fucks. And there's an alien character, like the alien characters, the guy with 3 legs and 2 heads is more interesting than the women. And at one point, Larry never even mentions that these alien species have non-sentient females. You know, कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं. They exist for one purpose only. This book won the Hugo Award, the Nebula Award, and the Locus Award. How? Also, there is the other fact. The first female character is 20 years old. Our main character is 200 years old, more than 200 years old. And they are in a relationship. ये मुझे शुरू से bother कर रहा था. I thought maybe he will balance it out somehow. He doesn't give a fuck about that. She remains 20-year-old, giggly and sexy. He remains perfect and 200-year-old man with a 20-year-old man's body. There are so many books I read as a child and I was blown away by. But now I realize they had deeply problematic social systems. इसमें तो इसके तो मतलब बोल चुका हूँ. I'm not going to talk about Ringworld again. But it's like, you tell a child a story about एक राजा था, एक रानी था और सारी प्रजा खुश थी, उनसे प्यार करती थी. And you're like, yeah. And then you grow up and you realize that's fucking stupid. That's not how the world works. That is not how the world can work. Because social systems play a huge role. And these days, fortunately, the stories that are being written, speculative fiction that are being written, are socially aware. Be it Indian authors or authors outside India. इनफैक्ट लोग तो ये भी कहने लगे कि साइंटिस्ट लोगों को साइंस फिक्शन नहीं लिखना चाहिए. Leave it to people who understand humans. Because a lot of the science fiction, Ringworld, by the way, is considered to be hard science fiction. As in, it gets the science right. Which is a slightly problematic claim in any case, because I found that some of the ideas in here are not hard science. They're just fantasy. But even if you go by how the ring works, the velocities, the weather patterns that would exist on that world, etc. If you go by, okay, this all makes sense. Uh, that's not what a story is. The story is characters and character development. The character development for the secondary characters is okay. The main character is. मुझे सबसे बड़ा problem क्या होता है? I'm continuously interrupting my own thoughts today because I'm so angry at this book. Is that आजकल लोग कहेंगे, "अरे! कहानी कितनी वोक है, ये लड़की तो बहुत परफेक्ट है" वगैरह। किसी को ये नहीं दिखा था दिस legendary science fiction novel that has won awards all over the place has a character who can do no wrong. He's a perfect character and he's like 200-year-old sexy man for whom every woman falls and ये किसी को नहीं लगा कि ये बायस्ड है। ये किसी को नहीं दिखा उस टाइम पे कि द फीमेल कैरेक्टर्स आर लाइक जस्ट देयर फॉर डेकोरेशन or for no reason or for reasons that the man makes up. The main character, the first female character, her main power is that she's lucky. She exists so that her luck may protect these guys from danger. And the second female character, when she turns up, she has sex with this guy, and he instantly concludes that she's a prostitute. And he's right also. He doesn't need to consult the ship's logs. He doesn't need to look at anything else. She's a woman. She likes sex. She must be a prostitute. Oh, this video is getting demonetized, I think. But yeah, this book could have been great. I think Amazon or some company has the rights to it and they are actively working on an adaptation of it. I hope they make it woke as fuck because it cannot happen the way this book happened. I hope they have the woman having more agency. Somebody said, "Oh no, these are just people of color doing a self insert and putting themselves in the story." Ringworld, ये सेल्फ इंसर्ट नहीं है तो क्या है? एक मिडल एज आदमी साइंस फिक्शन लिखता है जिसमें एक 200 साल का बूढ़ा 20 साल की लड़की के साथ सेक्स कर रहा है और वो उस लड़की का और कोई पर्पस नहीं है। वो इसीलिए एग्ज़िस्ट करती है। सेल्फ इंसर्ट।